Moving right along, we are cranking with them. Warzone 2 players blast the stupid decision to reset DMZ progress for Season 2. Honestly, I didn't know about this until I saw the article. Who's this
I didn't
from,
either,
Chad?
actually.
What's that? Oh, also from Dexerto. So from Dexerto,
Vixerto.
earlier this year, Warzone 2 fans bashed the pointless DMZ missions. But other than that, players generally grinded DMZ to unlock free skins, the M13B assault rifle, or just to enjoy the new game mode. Mostly, a lot of players set their sights, me included, on the insured weapon slots to prepare for future challenges. Prepare. Oops. It says here the slots, which require a significant grind to unlock, are reportedly now being taken away from those who completed the challenges when Season 2 drops on Feb 15. As a result, a number of players have taken to the internet to criticize the move, questioning what the removal was meant to achieve other than undoing their hard work. This really hurts my feelings. Why would they do something like, man, COD continues to mess it up? You guys see this? What'd you think?
No, I didn't heard of this, and don't even really understand the point. Honestly, I mean, they got to give something.
Why?
What?
Well, why would they do it in the first place? Like, what would be like a positive aspect for their developers or for their servers or even whatever the lingo is to do something like this? I mean, it's not like super egregious. It's just season one to season two, but like for people who like hella grinded, it's like who did we talk about last week? The guy on Red Dead.
Right, right.
You know, it's not necessarily the same thing, but it's like why
Fortune
though? Like, is
grinders.
there a reason? I mean, and if you give us a reason, I think people would be more understanding as opposed to being like super egregiously mad. I mean, like
Or
some
maybe
people will. You
let
can't
people
please
know ahead
everyone.
of time that season there's wipes at the end of the season. You know what I mean, or stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, you know what I mean. Just finding out 2 weeks before the new season, it's like that's what kind of feels like a rug pull. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, thanks for letting us know now.
I guess not. I mean, I
Like,
guess
Thanks for the
if that's what
communication.
people are most into, I'm like I'm mad that I'm like I guess I see the point. If people are most interested in like if that's what they're doing, they're grinding on, and like that's why they're playing the game, then like I guess they're like, oh, let's make sure we keep them doing the thing that they're coming back for, you know. But that's not the way to go about, like you said, Anton. That's not the way to announce that.
yeah,
I really don't love it.
yeah, that's surprising. Honestly, I don't know, dude. I'm really hoping that with season two they just get the game together. Like, I feel like that's gonna be its actual official launch. Like, the game will be completed. You know what I mean?
And when you
Like
say
what
the game,
we've got.
you mean DMZ or COD together?
Just Modern Warfare 2 in general. Like, I feel like that's when we're gonna actually get like a complete game, like moving forward. I feel like what we've gotten now is like almost like a pre-beta for like what the game is gonna. You know what I mean? It's like
You
they're
know, I
still
see that.
releasing patches and fixing it, but like with the next update is where they're gonna like fix Warzone, fix
They're
DMZ,
changing the
fix
gulag.
multiplayer, add the
Right,
rank
right.
system. Like, you know what I mean? They're just gonna like add like fix the UI. It's like, whoa, we're gonna finally get the game that we've been waiting for the last few months. You know what I mean? It just took a season of bugs to like work through it. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
just call the first season a beta, right? Like, just fuck, you know what I mean? Like, hey, we're
Hmm.
gonna test and learn. It's so interesting how you can use those comms. I talk about this in business all the time. Just tell people that you're not sure how it's gonna work and you're gonna figure it out together, and that's fine. Don't tell them it's all done. Say, hey,
Hmm.
we don't, you know, the only way for us to learn is together. And then what it does is it invites the community into the experience, right? Like we are gonna build this game together. We're listening and learning versus saying, here's the game, we did it and then having it go back and back and back and back and back. Like, just change the way you speak to the community. And I still don't know. I mean, as much as we talk about Call of Duty, who's the fate? Pay Doc, pay Nick Mer, pay somebody that we know. Bring them in and have them be the ambassador of this shit. You know what I mean? Talk to us so that we're not reaching. You know, trying to figure out what's going on. I think there's so much more they could do that doesn't mean like doesn't it's not coding the game better, right? It's not on the devs. There's so much more that the business leaders could do to really make this a better experience. Eh.
It sorry, it sucks because like I get that it's like a franchise and there's different like studios that make the Call of Duty games and all of that. But like I really think of like from Arc, bro. I've always loved the release, and I think there's like a couple of PC games that are like this. Like Arc released as a beta 8 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? And it was like, here, like, we're not, this isn't a finished game. This is still in beta mode. You know, I think Tarkov is still like that, right? And it's
Right.
like, you know what I mean? It's like, so if you want to buy it, but don't sell us a fucking 70 to $100 game. You know what I mean? It's like an unfinished shit that's still in, like, release it for at least half price. Or if we do buy it, then when it does release, like when Arc did, like if you bought it in beta, then when the game came out, then you got like, content for free and stuff like that because
Right.
you bought it in beta and you supported it. It's like, why can't they do that? Like drop the game if it's unfinished in a beta, and then if you did buy it in beta, then we'll give you a promo or we'll give you COD points. You know what I mean? Because then that helps them if we turn around and spend that currency back on their content. You know what I mean? And it's like, why
Which we
can't
will.
it's just such a I don't know. It's I get why they're again from a business aspect and a money grab, and it's their number one seller, the game of the year, their number one selling, but
Say
yet
that.
it's still
I
fucking
was just
shit.
gonna say that.
It's
After
like
all that, still the number one like highest grossing best selling game of the year last year, and we're
yeah,
like, man, what the fuck? Like all that it does, it really sours people. And we talk about going back to Apex or again. Now I'm like, maybe I'll check out Tarka. I don't know. You know what I mean? Some of those
yeah.
things, like, really shooting yourself in the foot. Those gun enthusiasts over there.
I really think they need to just keep it to one, dude. Moving forward, like the Apex approach, dude. Just one Call of Duty. Like all y'all niggas merge together, just make different DLCs if people like Destiny. Destiny has
Yeah, update
wild
the game.
DLCs. You know what I mean? That it's almost like a full game that when you buy it, you know what I mean? It's like a $40 DLC that's almost like a god. You know what I mean? And just keep adding on to it. If you want to go a World War I route, a World War II route, an advanced route, a fucking Modern Warfare route, just drop DLC for it and just keep
That's what
updating
it.
the fucking
that-
game.
That's
Like,
almost what it feels like now, right? Like again, multiplayer, Warzone, campaign, and DMZ are all different games.
mhm.
It's like I'm like in the unit, like just add whatever you're gonna add there, put it all in one spot. I think you got a good point there.
No randoms.